listening is a skill that we think we know how to do until you get into a circle and you realize what you really want to do is disagree or ask a question, and so the power of being in a circle where you have to hold your comments and only listen, I think is really a big part of the medicine. So, we've been in so many circles where people are giving advice and, wonderful advice sometimes, but sometimes not so much. So, what Nancy just said, this idea that you're really helping people carve their own path, that's true in a circle too. So listening is, Rachel's got such a beautiful passage in her book, Kitchen Table Wisdom, on just listen. I have read that every single cancer retreat that we've had at the very beginning, because it is about the power of listening, and caring about what someone's saying is more important than understanding it. I mean, I just think this is again, as you said, thank you for that comment, because I think listening is very profound, and it's more profound than speaking often. I've learned most of what I know by listening, if I think about it in these circles. I'm so quick to jump in with what I think is this or that. And it just has changed my perspective so many times by listening to someone's life story from their perspective. And with all my projections and judgments and beliefs, it has to dissolve in the presence of listening, because you can't hold on to your opinions when you don't get to express them. So the power of the circle where you get to sit, you commit to sit and listen, is the deepest learning in my life, I would say. I've read a lot of books, and Michael's read a lot more books than I have, but I get most of my wisdom, my information from listening to people, and really, really trying to not miss a word because of my own noise inside, because often we're full of our own noise. And so sometimes I realize I've missed something someone said because I'm in my own story and I'm thinking about something that it's triggered in me. So what a beautiful gift to give one another is this quality of attention. Equally, the power of being heard is, again, I think when we speak about the medicine, if someone can truly hear us, it is the mirror that reflects back that we're okay. We're okay just as we are, and all of our life experiences and our responses to the world are accepted by that person sitting in front of you or across from you, and so it's a very hard, I think, as anxiety goes up in our world, we're becoming really less good at listening to one another because the noise inside is so great. I remember when I went to Spirit Rock for one of my first meditation retreats there, and I remember someone said, sit in the first or second row of 100 people, because there you will feel the presence of people who have less noise inside because of their meditation practice. And I had never experienced anything like it in my life, sitting among a group of serious long-time meditators. And it was like that. There was a spaciousness around me, because you can feel the noise in the person listening, can't you? I mean, you can really feel it. You're trying to express yourself, and you feel in front of you is someone who is very preoccupied. And of course, we're all extremely preoccupied. So what do we need to do to find this space inside? And I think the more time spent in circles, the more I've learned how to do that, to just empty out for that time. And it is like that. Can I just put all of that to the side, and bring my presence? So I love the question, Rob. And I think being listened to is profoundly important and quite, as you said, quite hard to come by outside of these sacred circles and relationships that we have. And thank goodness we do have them, because then we become better listeners, I think, when we understand what being heard feels like.